Alright, if y'all hear music in the background, because I got one of those little YouTube lo-fi channels popping off. So hopefully they don't copyright strike this video and things of that nature. Because, especially because the video uploads on YouTube, so that's just why I'm saying that. Nevertheless, though, the boy try to rest and everything, so I make sure that I'm doing that. Because I know my body is like, dude, what the hell are you doing? It's like you've been working your behind off this past week, and we have not fully got the proper rest we need. So make sure my body gets the proper rest that it needs before it starts whooping my ass on everything. You guys know what I'm talking about when your body needs to properly rest, and you're just not doing that. So, other than that, though, let you guys know right now that we're about to go ahead and start this podcast. And I did the podcast today at the beach. Not this one, but the video podcast, which was part 33, if I'm not mistaken, which is up. Which is up on Periscope at Chinchilla Q21. It's not on the website at hiprockerproductionscm.com just yet, but it will be shortly before 8 o'clock tonight, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I'm not going to play the music in the background. Well, my background music I can normally play because there's already music guys kind of here in the background, and if not, cool, so I ain't tripping about it. But today is the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why I put 17 in my notes. That lets you know I was tired, typing too damn fast and not paying attention. So it's October 16, 2017. This is week 72 of the Business Minded Leaders post for October 16th to the 20th of 2017. Sessions 346 to 350. Let me go to my account, Instagram account, and make sure that it's right. Because I know last time I did it, I messed up on it. Yeah, week 72, sessions 346 to 350. So we're on the right point of view. And just hold on for 1 second, ladies and gents. I swear, California weather, you gotta love it sometimes. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it be cold as hell for 1 week, the next thing you know, it's effing hot. The reason why I say it like that, ladies and gents, because my allergies have been going haywire. And I know it's because of the weather. Because it's been like almost summertime out here again. It's like, yo. It's like, can we at least get a break? Can we at least get a break? Like, damn. Literally, I can at least get a break. But it is what it is. So, I'm about to start these posts because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month and things of that nature. And I'm going to let you guys know this too. Some of the products that you guys see in stores that's promoting, breast cancer awareness and things of that nature. But when you really look at inside of the products, like the juices of things, you're looking inside that and you think to yourself, wait a minute, why, so you're looking into it And then you wonder to yourself, why is certain companies promoting certain things that really isn't great for people's bodies? That should give you a big question mark as to say, what the heck is really going on behind the scenes. So, not knocking off any big time businesses and things of that nature, but just want to say that if you going to want to be supporting breast cancer, make sure that what you're really offering doesn't contribute to, somebody attaining breast cancer, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, for those that have no survivors who survive breast cancer, things of that nature, hey, blessings to the survivors and blessings to those individuals, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not a laughing matter, and breast cancer does happen with guys as well too. So to the fellas, don't think that women's just susceptible to it. We are susceptible to it as well. And normally it goes with the eating habits and things of that nature, because our bodies is a place where we really look at our bodies. We really are just a soul in a shell. Our body being a shell, but we're a soul inside of a shell of many organisms that contribute us in a way. It's crazy when you look at it from a bigger point of view. So most definitely, just want to let you guys know that, yeah, we're not really our bodies. We really look at it from a big point of view. Well, let's get on with the show, though. So for October 16, 2017 Blessed Mondays, I say you're only as good as your word when you start to take action and not talk about your moves. Sometimes I know we get very excited that we say we're going to do this and do that. We're going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and whatever. That, we're going to make the most bigger moves and just go ahead and do what needs to be done and whatever. But there be times where we truly don't, make certain moves happen, which is hilarious. But at the same time, though, sometimes we need to not talk and say what we're going to do. Instead, what we just need to do, period, is just go ahead and just stay quiet and just make things happen. Because when we do make things happen, then guess what? Folks get easily tell that we're being true and authentic with what we are doing. As opposed to just saying, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this and I do this and I do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you're not pushing the required action. And I know sometimes, we try to do the required action and everything. Certain stuff tends, to pop off, to which we just fall off track. And we don't just pay attention to the moves that we want to do. Times like that is when we just need to go ahead and just apply action. And the more action we do, the better that we get to the point where we'll be alright. Hold on for 1 second. Again, ladies and gents. Man, I'm telling you, these allergies is not the business. It's really not the business. But other than that, take action. And don't talk about your motives or your moves all the time. Just go ahead and make things happen. Because that right there will do the talking for you, and then folks will take you seriously. Let's continue. For October 17th, 2017, this is for tomorrow for On the Grind Tuesdays. Your character can truly determine your outcome in life. where you're not true to yourself and others. And that's going to fall in line with the Daily Tips Thursday. So, but here's the thing, your character, your outer being that makes you. Some of us got cool characters, some of us got quiet characters, shy characters, some of us got crazy nature type characters. Meaning, we're cool, we're quiet, but we're crazy as heck at the same time. I tend to be like that and whatnot. But other than that, though, the crazy thing about that is your character could really show who you truly are around other people. Straight up. Like certain people will take a look as to what it is that you are truly doing, and they will as well let you know that let other folks know that some things, ain't fully right. Straight up. I'm getting sidetracked. My apologies. So let me rephrase all of that. Your character could determine the outcome if you will be successful in life or not, rather in a business or just with anything else in general. So you have to really be very careful as to what it is that you do. And this is a glitch I've never seen before on my iPhone when it's updated an app. That's crazy. I need to record this. Well, I can't because I'm using the studio thingy. But nevertheless, though, your character could truly damage any relationship that you have with anybody if it's not on right terms with what's happening, what's going on. So your character could really define who you truly are. I know a whole lot of folks, and I see their characters of certain individuals. Individuals that are very successful. Normally, they pride and arrogance used to get in the way with they talk and things of that nature. And it's like, okay, yet here and everything at the top of your game or whatever, but just your character comes off as kind of foul. Don't have your character or your nature be foul to where folks do not want to mess with you or be next to you, period. Because when that does happen, then a whole lot of other stuff starts happening. It doesn't make a good look on you, period. So, or however your character is, if some folks could take it, cool. If others can't take it, switch it up a little bit. You never know, it may take you. Let's continue. For October 18, 2017 Motivational Wednesdays, I said never give up when everything in life seems to be out of place. Get up and continue to fight for a better life. I had created this yesterday because I know that in life we continue to fight different demons that we all dealing with, continue to fight different situations, circumstances, and stuff of that nature. And then I was looking to put the post up on Snapchat and whatever. That's what the post is at. They had the breast cancer, awareness, little stickers, whatever that you put on the background, stuff like that. So I have like one with boxing gloves and then the ribbon. And with the boxing gloves and synonymous with Wednesday's post for October 18, 2017, is because when you look at folks that fight different cancers, or even breast cancer and stuff like that, they continue to fight and get up. When they hear the news and it knocks them down. But they get right back up and fight because they're fighting for a purpose. That's how you guys should be in life, period. You should fight for a purpose. Fight whatever it is that you really want. And fight for fight for, your family and things of that nature. And the reason I'm going to talk about physical fist fighting, I'm talking about like mentally, spiritually fighting, just continue to push through obstacles. Because the funny thing is, when you look at it in the reality of life and really look at the obstacles, it's like it's nothing in our way in the physical nature. Everything is more on a transcribed spiritual and mental nature, to which we see things in our minds that's not in front of us. Basically using our subconscious to conjure up things that's not there. And so we try to push invisible blocks that's in our way in order to get to the next level. So that's what you have to do. You have to continue to get up and fight a better life and fight a better fight, and just continue to not give up, period. Because the moment you give up is when life really takes over and just crashes you down. But the moment you continue to get up and just continue to fight back, it's the moment that everything becomes better. Then after that, He be straight. So continue to fight, y'all. Don't ever give up. Do not ever give up. Let's continue to fight. Let's continue. So for this Thursday, upcoming Daily Tips Thursdays, October 19th, 2017. Never let some smooth talkers talk you into a false reality that benefits their well-being. I know a couple of folks that I just, on my break time, I listen to them. They're at the masters of their craft, but, I listen to them. Some of them might pertain with music or other things. I hear what they have to offer, and I give you a good example. It's two other cats. One guy is our manager for the job that I used to work at, but he's working with another airline that we contracted by. He's happy with them, but I could tell that he knows his craft more better when it comes to the music and things of that nature. So I take, key and words to what he has to say because he used to be at the top head of certain places. I'm not going to say which music label and things of that nature. But you guys very heard me before where I said I'm not trying to mess with the labels. But I will want to partner or network with certain individuals from the labels, to learn more of part of the other businesses. Because I know the music businesses, it's very harsh. It is more spiritual than it is physical. And the reason being is because there's a whole lot of elements that come along to it. Music is very high frequency when it comes to the choices that you listen to and things of that nature. So there's a whole lot of, material and a whole lot of elements that you truly have to understand and not get so caught up on. But there's also another guy that I know over my job that master his craft and music in a different category of things of that nature. The main difference between both of them is that the first one I talked about, truly respectful of his craft and things of that nature, respectful of others. The second one, that's why I mentioned character. Character is, very loud, brash, and things of that nature. But at the same time, hard working. Knows the game, knows the craft. But at the same time, pride and arrogance gets in the way because you can tell. Smooth talkers, that lets you know how they get you from point A to point B. While at the same time, they may not have all these chips together, but they seem very odd. And you can tell that they have something within their spirit that's not right. That's just why you have to be careful and never let smooth talkers talk you into a false reality. Because certain smooth talkers, they will talk you up a good game and get you caught up in some shit that you do not want to be in. And then you wonder to yourself, well, how did that happen? Because you let the smooth talker talk his game without realizing that you could easily step in and say, hey, you know what? It's cool what you got going on, but I'm not interested in it. Or I'm not ready for it at the time being. I mean, things like that, folks will understand it. And sometimes folks won't because they're like, dang, they're like, this person right here that I'm talking to, perfect candidate for this, but why they're not ready for it? As normally, it's not the opportunity. It's usually the person that's giving the smooth talk. Trust me, I've been in different businesses before and worked at different places too, where you had to do a little bit of smooth talking just to make it sell and things of that nature. And I don't like certain businesses like that. I understand the art of, I just had it in my head too, and it just left. Not the art of rushing, but the art of urgency, the sense of urgency of, okay, you need to get this done in there. And I understand life is very fragile, so you need to, try to push in what you need to do. But you have to remember that folks out here in America, they are very slow with it when it comes to doing new ideas because everybody's so contrast and compact and so converted to being comfortable in where they at. To the point where you try to tell somebody something, a new opportunity, that they're not going to take it. But it also depends on your approach and how you do it. Because certain individuals that's higher up, they be higher up for a short period of time. because they do that sense of urgency thing, which is nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, it's how you come with the approach that determines it. But just to be a smooth talker about it to the point where you lose people. And then that person go on to somebody else or just do something completely different. Never be a smooth talker. So, let's continue. For this Friday, for Boss Status Friday, for October 20th, 2017, I said, be the CEO and the owner of more than your business. Be the CEO of controlling and maintaining the thoughts in your mind. As we get ready to end this session, I want to leave you guys with that last quote. The reason why I say be the CEO of maintaining and controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts that comes into your mind daily is because that right there is the biggest business. Actually, not the biggest business, but right there is the biggest joy of maintaining yourself. And the reason being, because when you're the CEO of your mind, you be the CEO of anything in life. Once you learn how to control your thoughts. You see, our thoughts go at 1,000,000 paces per second because a whole lot of things come in and out. Is good and bad and in between. It's all of that to where we lose ourselves because we are so caught up in the noise of life that we fall off balance and just fall completely out of whack. Which is why we truly need to stay focused. Well, it's like if you want to try to run a business, before you would do that, be the CEO of your mind, because you are going to go through a whole lot of mind games, a whole lot of situations that's going to break you down. It's going to make you want to crawl to the ball and cry and, just go ahead and take a nap and sleep your problems away and things of that nature. So be the CEO of controlling your mind and control your thoughts, because when you control your thoughts, and trust me, life, as I will continue to say, will get better. So always remember that. And with that, ladies and gents, you guys can catch this podcast if you now just listen to it. But if you listen to it off of the Spreaker or off of Snapchat or even off of the Facebook page or anywhere else, even with the website link and Instagram or whatever, or even on Twitter, just know we'll be up on the website before 8 o'clock p.m. tonight at hiprockerproductionstm.com. That is hiprockerproductionstm.com. So it will be up. It will probably be the 4th video. It's going to say week 72. Yeah. And then part 33 of the video podcast will probably be in the 3rd video slot. But the bottom in the red letters. This is my latest part, whatever. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, that is it for this week for the podcasts and the posts and all that good stuff. Like I said before, I'm doing on Mondays. I think I might actually, because I'm still testing out the format of doing it on Mondays and things of that nature. I might actually try to do a podcast on Sunday. We'll see. Because I might actually start doing the posts on Sundays as opposed to Mondays. Then, do the video podcast, regular podcast on the Monday and things of that nature. And I know Sundays, you should go to church early in the morning. They come back home and sleep, get some rest in and then be able to start the day. So I might try to balance that out. We'll see how that goes with doing the posts, whatever. But yeah, so this is a new schedule because I'm thinking about getting back Monday and Tuesday. But I'm like, nah, because I'd rather not work on Sundays. As the Lord say, I'd rather go to church on Sundays than to try to go back to a Monday, Tuesday schedule where I could rest in all Tuesday. But I'm like, nah, we'll make the sacrifices which we need to make and things of nature. So with that, though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning in to today's podcast. Truly appreciate you guys. Really do. Love you guys. Tune in. Even if you hear this podcast from right now, 2017 or 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 47, 21, 48, 22, 53, 23, 50, 25, 06, I don't know. A year 3000. whatever you're hearing this podcast on, do not truly appreciate you guys for listening to the podcast and things of that nature. So, and like we in the week 70s, y'all. We in the week 70s, and this week is going to be a blessed week. I know it. I feel it. Part of the reason why your boy did some little overtime at work last week, and last week was my 5-year anniversary work at the job that I'm working at over at LEX. You guys, if you hear the previous podcast, you know how I feel about my job over at LEX. Things of that nature. It's a love-hate relationship. That's with any other job. But with this one, it's more on... Well, it's even now because it's like, you know what? I'll put it this way. And part of the reason, if the money looking right, we straight. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, your boy got the LLC finally paid off since last week or the week before last. So that's a blessing. But what comes from the LLC is the taxation of the business and things of that nature. So that's a whole nother league within itself. And it's like, yo, it's a trip. It's something new. And it's gonna be more interesting in 2018. It should be more balanced in 2018 than it is right now. But nevertheless, it's still a foundation of something that I wanted to get done for the longest. So I'm taking a look at that, and I'm taking a look, myself do a little bit of overtime just to make sure the funds on both ends is still good standing and things of that nature. So that's what I'm looking at right there. Nothing wrong with making a little extra money at your job. Especially when you work with certain individuals that make it more fun, then it makes the job more fun, Of course, it's tiring, so make sure I see however this paycheck gonna look this week. If it looks good, then I could take care of a whole lot of things which I need to take care of before the end of this month. Because my birthday month's coming up in November, so your boy's going to the big 3-0. And I think we're going to be doing a whole lot of overtime around next month. But next month will be busy as heck too, though. So it's probably going to fall hands in. And with the pay raise I believe I should be getting, that's just why I want to take a look at this paycheck this week for my 5-year anniversary. If it's looking straight, then the money's going to be looking a little bit more better, which is cool. Like I said before, not trying to stay in this job for too long. 5 years. Has been like, wow, I've seen a whole lot of things in 5 years and whatnot. The past 2 years over at the job, it's been very crazy changes. Way different than how it used to be back in the day. But nevertheless, though, ladies and gents, it's gonna be good. The reason why it's gonna be good too is because my iPhone 7 is almost paid off. The second one, because you guys already know what happened to the first one. If you don't know what happened to the first one, go all the way back to February's podcast, which was, I don't know, session week something. Let me see real quick. Go to Instagram and find it for you guys. That's the cool thing I like about. That's the reason why I like Instagram as a platform. It's a blessing and a curse. The blessing is, you can upload your little pictures, whatever, but you go back to the dates of which you did it. The curse of it is certain content that be on Instagram, it could get you caught up and get you truly distracted from doing important things. So that's a curse of it. And yeah, we're going way down. I'm going to let you guys know what podcast I did. But yeah, if you guys don't know up to the first phone I had, oh yeah, there we go. We're up in the month of February, and last time, alright, so we went all the way back. So if you guys want to know what happened, go to Valentine's Day podcast, February 14, week 34 sessions 165 through 169 for February 6 through 10 2017 of this year. Yeah, you guys listen to week 34 of the podcast. You guys go ahead and wrap into the first iPhone 7 Jet Black 128 gigabyte T-Mobile iPhone variant that I had. So yeah, and the reason why I mentioned that, because this phone's almost paid off, the second one's almost paid off, which is a blessing. One of my brothers had got the iPhone 8 Plus. They don't like it. They'd rather get the 7. So I told him, I said, let me pay off my phone and we'll trade phones. And another reason why I'm gonna actually get the iPhone X anyways, but the reason why I wanted to get the 8 from my brothers is because they got the new portrait mode on there. And the mixtape I was gonna put out, which I did a little bit of rapping and singing on it, whatever. Cool content, not like everybody else, totally different. The instrumentals that you guys hear on my previous podcast is that play in the background, my material. I'm doing something off of there to get my instrumentals more out in the open and things of that nature. Because I don't really promote them as hard like I used to do back in the day. I'm more conservative due to work and due to do these podcasts and stuff like that. So most 9 to 10 times you guys see me kind of promote them through the podcasts or whatever and through the website. So it's supposed to be out in the open. Not as much like I used to do way back in the day. Like that kind of toned down. I need to bring that back up. But yeah, that portrait mode, because there's a picture that I actually want to take for the album cover. And the only way I would do that is to get the portrait mode that's on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Actually, that's on the iPhone 8 Plus and iPhone 10. The 10 will come out to like around later on next month, but we already know it ain't gonna be pushed right to around December and things of that nature for a high demand of it. So while I have an opportunity to pay off this phone and get the other phone, which would be perfect, because once I do that portrait mode, then bam, I got my picture and I can push out the mixtape that you guys will be hearing pretty soon. I might push it out around my birthday, so I might actually push it out on my cousin's birthday, which is on November 21st. We'll see. If not, probably I'll just push it out on my birthday and promote it that way so folks can hear it. I'm thinking about it because the instrumental album was actually supposed to come out Friday the 13th, but I postponed that because I'd rather push the next chapters out next year, because I wanted to end the series next year, but I said, you know what, I probably could still do that, just push out the next album out next year, and then make sure that certain instrumentals I want to put on there will fit the theme for the album. So that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been hearing no new music and things of that nature. Actually, you have. They've been playing in the background for about the past couple of months, whatever. I think after I had did the motivational mixtape back in February, I've been playing certain tracks that was instrumental from that mixtape that will be on the next instrumental album. So, but there's also new sounds I want to experiment with that will also fit the theme of this album. So stay tuned. That's coming out next year. And the mixtape will probably either come out this year or next year. I'm not quite 100% sure. So we'll see. And if it does, probably just give a taste like 3 of the tracks, and then I'll push the rest of the album out next year to make everything, a little more fun and just really have a busy 2018. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and rest because I know I got to work tomorrow. But I know today is still fresh. And I did this podcast around 1 something. I forgot to mention at the time. It's right now 2:07 or in Army time 14:07. It's hot out here in California. So I know I ain't going to get no fully rest like this. But I'm going to try it. But nevertheless, so thank you guys for tuning in to today's podcast. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys. And most definitely, we'll truly catch you guys on the flip side of things. And you know what? I'm going to tell you guys this too. Just continue to push and pursue the things that you want to do in life. Don't let nobody tell you other. And if your body is telling your ass to rest, then by all means, go ahead and rest and don't neglect it. Because at the end of the day, when you do rest your body, you feel much more better and things of that nature. So always make sure you have time to rest. Hell, I'll put this way, if you have kids, see what days you can have off and take the little behinds to their grandparents' house. And, let them have fun over there while you get a chance to rest at home or whatever, Or if your kids is grown and then in teenage years, well, I would say young adults and things of that nature, make sure that they act right and, just go ahead and just get your rest and things of that nature. Seriously. Or if you like me or a young adult and, you run your own business or a student of the game, meaning student of life, but you also a student at school, things of that nature, also get your rest too, because even though you may be young, Once we get to our 30s, so we get to our mid 20s, we start loving that sleep. I kid you not, sleep becomes a friend now, and we now understand why older folks love get their rest. Body start doing different things, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, what the hell? Like this wasn't happening in my teenage years. Like, yeah, body changes, baby, body changes. So by all means, still guys, still get your rest and everything. Other than that, though, y'all, I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side. One love to everybody. Thank you guys once again for to the podcast. You can find out all my social media sites and things of that nature on my website at hiprockerproductionscm.com. That is hiprockerproductionscm.com. That is hiprockerproductionscm.com. TM really stands for the trade. Those of you guys trying to understand what the hell the TM stands for, TM stands for the trademark and whatnot. So it's Hip Rocker Productions trademark.com. It's actually Hip Rocker Productions TM.com. The trademark part is just shortened and whatnot. So that's just why I have it like that. Because it would just be hiprockerproductions.com. But actually, it was hiprockerproductions.com a long time ago. But no, I take it back. It never was. It was always hiprockerproductionstm.com and things of that nature. So, guys, check out the website. Check out the music and stuff over there. I'll make sure I have to update it material up there pretty soon, so stay tuned with that. But nevertheless, thank you guys for once again tuning into today's podcast. It's truly been a blessing doing this with you guys. Also, because my Snapchat is not on the website, but you guys catch up for Snapchat too at Chinchi2113. That is Chinchi2113. I normally now post on Sundays and Mondays, or sometimes randomly throughout the week if it's by a different topic on certain things. But other than that, I just do everything now on like pre-Sundays and straight on Mondays, and then after that, like Monday evening, I am off of social media and I'm just completely like out now. And I've been doing that for about the past couple of weeks now, ever since like the Vegas shooting and then the other natural disasters that have been happening around the world. Just had said to myself, let me just shut down social media for a week and see how that goes and just come back on Monday to do so. And to be honest and to be real with you guys, it's been a blessing. It's been fun. I know my job sometimes I get bored. I mean, fast paced while working at, but downtime you get bored and you kind of play games on your phone as opposed to looking at the stuff on social media. So it's like a blessing and a curse not being on social media. But the blessing is not getting distracted by the outside noise. Other than that, because you guys on the flip side, one love once again. Your boy Chinchilla Q is out. Peace.